we're having a great day today. It is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. My morning is going amazing. I've got my sidekick over here. Maxine, you deciding to move? Are you deciding to move for the day? She's like, I don't know. She goes, maybe. It's chilly. It's definitely the cold. I think today was going to be our coldest day. It's 50 right now, but I think it was hit the 30s, 37, 38 through the night or something. So it's a little chilly. So Maxine stayed a little snug in bed. I don't anticipate her going outside very much until it gets warm. But nevertheless, sweater weather and in the house, cozy and warm. I still refuse to turn my heat on. I don't know if anybody else in Florida turns their heat on, but I refuse to turn that heat on. If I had little babies, probably a different story, but my kids are older where they're like, it's freezing. I'm like, okay, put some socks on. Or put some long pants on. Or put on a heavy sweater. So, do you ever know 17's, right? Like, make sure you put some more clothes on instead of turn the heat. Because we didn't turn on it all last year. This year, I'm like, we do not need to turn our heat on at all. So, it's only going to be a little temporary. And the sun will be out today, so it'll be a nice day. What do we got going on today? It is Tuesday. It's just a day during the week. One of those humdrum days during the week. Nothing exciting, but still life. We had, yesterday, got the airport runs done. So, now today's going to be more like back home. Oh, my goodness. She'll keep you on your toes. She's like, I don't care if it's freezing. So anyway, so life will be kind of back to normal today, back to normal running and driving, all those good things. And I think a lot of you ask if Brooklyn's driving. She will be driving very soon. She'll be 18 here and we'll be getting her car and driving, which will be a beautiful, beautiful thing. And so, and then I'll have a little bit of a break until Autumn gets that age. And so she'll start getting a job and all those good things. So part of life. And then it's like she'll be doing that. And then it's going to be Jensen's turn. Then it'll be Madeline's turn. And then Steven's turn. And then who knows? Life will be a whole lot different. So for today we had, I got to make some dinner. I got to make some lunch. Yesterday's meatloaf and macaroni and cheese. All of it's gone. It is gone. Came home and they're like, this is the best food ever. I'm like, really? And so a lot of them put barbecue sauce on it. Loved it that way. And I was like, okay, that was a winner dinner. So I was very thankful for that. So I think there's just a little bit of meatloaf left to try. I'm like, save me like a piece of meatloaf because I like meatloaf. So I think hopefully it's in there. We'll see if anybody ate it. But everything else is gone. So I need to make some lunch today and some dinner. I'm not sure what. Today is I went back to my menu of like planning each day something to do. So today was like the Taco Tuesday. So we do have a lot of tortillas. Maybe we'll just do simple tacos. That might just be something easy to do. Maybe do it where you take, I have fake Doritos and you take Doritos and crush them up and then put them in the tortilla. That's really good. So maybe we'll do that today. But lunch, I'm not sure yet. I'm just not sure on the lunch. We'll figure, we got plenty of stuff to make. Just had to figure out what to make today. So we'll do that. And what else do we got today? I should do some bagels is what I should do. I could do that. I might do that. I'm thinking out loud here. But anyways, we got to do breakfast, lunch, and dinner today. And I have to run to the post office. I got to mail some more orders out. Thank you for your orders and support to my channel. I've got to get some more of those out today. We got to go pick up Maxine's flea medicine. So she's done with her supply. I need to get some of that. And what else do we have to do today? I'm looking at my stuff. So in school and life and everything else. So it's going to be a good day. I did last night, my kids, one of the traditions that we have done over the last little while is they do Secret Santa among each other. And so we've done it where we did it when people were not in the home and then they just had to mail a gift. And that was fun too, but it's kind of hard sometimes to do that. So we just decided to do it in the home. So usually they draw names, they buy gifts for each other. Okay, well, just like everybody else trying to, cut out what you don't need, the expenses, that kind of thing. So I thought, what can we do for Secret Santa that would make it memorable and fun? So what we did this year is had everybody draw a name within the home and then the kids do it. And then what they have to do for the next few weeks before Christmas, they're 4 weeks for Christmas, is each week they have to do something nice for that person, but in a sneaky way. So that can be in the event of like doing that person's chores or cleaning up after that person or playing a game with that person without them knowing that they are the person that is their Secret Santa. And then the last week for Christmas, on Christmas Eve, we'll go to the good old Five Below store down the road because it's a good fun snack store and they can buy a treat for, we just put a limit on the money and they can buy something for their person. So I think we're going to do that this year. That way it kind of spreads out through the month. It gives you something to think about versus just like a gift for somebody. It makes them be like, okay, you got to think, what can I do for my person that week that they're not going to know about? That's going to be kind. That's going to be something good. that'll be like a fun surprise. So that's what we did last night. I also did, we do one, Brooklyn said, are you going to do snack? Because we're doing gifts a little bit different. The kids are all getting older where there's not a ton of like little gifts. Like, you know, when they're younger, you have a ton of tiny little gifts. Well, the kids are getting older and they, you know, pretty much have what they need. So Christmas, it's more like, I have a couple that were like, I don't even know what I want for Christmas, which is a good thing. And so they have opted on more larger items. And so the gifts will be, in numbers will be smaller, but they're just more expensive gifts. And so it's just getting older. You know how it is. They'd rather like have a gift card to go shopping versus like a bunch of clothes. It's just different. And so one of the things that I was going to contemplate doing, I'm like, do I do snack bins? Like I've been doing snack bins forever. I love the internet now because they show pictures and they're like favorite gifts from parents. And it's like a box of laundry detergent, shampoo, toilet paper, stuff like that. And I laugh because I think my mom would do that all the time. She would buy like Fruit Loops cereal, Frosted Flakes, cheese balls, and she'd buy me things like name brand shampoo. This is back when we had little kids and brand new, and buy the kids all name brand body scrubs and soaps and stuff like that. And I think you think it's like, okay, but it's one of those things I would never buy. Like I would just buy Suave and use Suave and be happy, but having that nicer, expensive, are you done barking? Let's see, is she done? You done? But having those things was very helpful when you're first starting out having a family, you know. And I even had, they would even buy like meat, like a bunch. I know like for her family, one time my mom just did a bunch of like steaks and burger and stuff like that from the meat market where she spent money instead of getting something for their house because they're older and they have everything. And so Max say no. So anyways, I love seeing that on the like they have different pictures and videos, best present ever. And I'm like, that's right. That's what my mom always did. And people are always like, that's just weird. No, it's not weird. It's very cool. So I see my kids now. So my kids now, they said, they're like, that's our favorite thing is getting snack bins at Christmas where they can all buy their own snacks. We have snacks an awful lot. So, but that was one thing they wanted for sure. So I wrote a little piece of paper out yesterday and I put their name on it and I wrote down your favorite like salty snack, favorite drink, favorite sweet snack, and then also I put down, instead of, usually I would get like a little tiny gift or something, just little fillers. Fillers are, they don't really need fillers. They've got like plenty of fillers. So I just wrote down gift card. Where would you like to receive? Because we have a lot of stores in our area. We have a ton right by our house that we can ride our bikes to. That we can go at, or we can go over to the mall area and go to a gazillion more. And so that was my idea for them. I also wrote if anybody needed a new Bible, because that was something I think that gets overlooked. You think your kids, they have Bibles, and then you're like, okay, but you've had them for years. Do you need a new one? So I wrote down Bible and which version they wanted to get as well. So we'll see who, I said, we'll just fill these out and give these to me at the end of the week. So that was something that I can get, little bins. I don't know, I usually buy plastic bins, but it's one of those things like, it's another plastic container that we're never going to use again. So I'm trying to think, do I save boxes that come from Amazon and wrap them and put their stuff in? It's kind of hard to get all the same size. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'll do yet for that, because containers, it's like you use them and then you just throw them away. So I'm not sure. We'll see how it is. But did that last night, so then everybody can give me their ideas. We'll get like boxes, like I got boxes of chips and crackers and things like that from Sam's. I'll kind of put them in individual, but I also like to get their favorites for each bin. So that was our night last night. That's what we got done. And so it was just a good day. So today's gonna be another great day. Got up and got to sit and read my word, God's word, to be encouraged. Also got to do a couple of videos, and we're just ready for our day. Are you ready for a great day? I'm ready for an amazing day. Let me get set up in the kitchen here and let's figure out what we're gonna do for dinner. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner tonight. You ready? All right, let's go. Okay, I went up to my freezer to see what I have. Looked in here to see what I had, and I'm like, I have this head of cabbage. I need to do something with this. I didn't even do anything. So I think I'm going to cut this up and make some cabbage vegetable soup today, because that's really good. So I'll get that going. That'll just be a stay in the refrigerator kind of soup thing. We have a bunch of these left. I made a bunch of these. So I pulled this out for breakfast today. I probably won't do bagels today. Tomorrow that could be on my list. Let me write that down. So I'm thinking, what's lunch and dinner? Dinner can be tacos. That'll be easy. So I pull up my meat that's already cooked. I will just heat that up in the stove, put taco seasoning in it. That'll be a very easy dinner. I also have to get some rice made. So lunch is the other question. What do I make for lunch? So I grabbed these originally. We didn't even eat these. I was gonna cut these in half and make like pizzas on them, because I thought I've got frozen pizza sauce. We've got, hey, this is the bacon with pepperoni and cheese. But then I was like, I also have this ham, frozen chunks of ham. So I'm like, I could do ham skillet for lunch. So I am thinking, what I'm thinking, because this is frozen solid, that's frozen. I'm thinking to put the pizza stuff in the refrigerator, let it thaw out till tomorrow. This will be easy enough to heat up. I can cut, I don't even need all of this, probably half of this, and do a ham skillet. That's a very easy way to use up leftover ham in recipes. So I'm thinking to do that for lunch, and then we'll have the tacos for dinner. Easy enough, easy. That's good. Just gathering up fragments, using something up, but making something delicious. So let me put this stuff away for tomorrow. So I went down to my pan cupboard and I got all the pans that I need for everything. I'm like, okay, this is probably the same size as that bottom one. I'm gonna do this for soup. So I'm going to, usually I throw everything in my cabbage soup together and just let it cook. I'm gonna saute the onions. I'm gonna do a little bit different today. And then this is gonna be for ham skillet. I'm gonna have to cook some pasta. I'm gonna fill this with water. This will be for rice, this will be for the meat. Frozen salad, I gotta get it unthawed here first, and then we'll cook the ham skillet in here too. It's good, I'm just looking, I'm like, It's different. Our old house, we use our microwave a whole lot more than we do here. Now we just have a tiny one, which I think we need to upgrade because that doesn't work very good, but for the most part, everything just cooks on the stove. So I'm like, it'd be good to get a couple new pans for Christmas, we'll see how that rolls. But what I'm gonna do is I've got onions for my soup. This is from my cookbook. I've been making this recipe forever, ever, ever. And let's see what the soups are. I've got it made in my head, so I already know how to do this. Oh yeah, cabbage vegetable soup. Here we are. And so this is just simple. Here we go, hearty cabbage vegetable soup. So I just sauteed in olive oil, onions, and garlic, and then I added soup stock, chicken, and then I added diced tomatoes, mixed vegetables, salt and pepper, and if you want to add potatoes to it, you can also add the lentils to it as well. So here's this pot. That's going to be for my noodles. This pot right here, I'm going to put, did I ever fill this? I did not. Let's fill the olive oil. I need to keep my stool in here, but I just don't. Okay, this is going to be my ham I'm going to chop up in a minute. This is already chopped up onions and celery and garlic. So let me fill my jar real quick. Ooh, if it overflows, it's in the pot. I always overflow. It is perfect. There we go. This, I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil in here. Put this over here. So in my pot here, I'm pretty sure this is celery. Let's do a little bit of celery. I'm gonna see if I can chop any up. I've got garlic. I like some good garlic, so I don't mind adding a bunch of garlic. I will do 2 of these little squares. This worked out really good just to get the big, actually let's do 3 because it's frozen solid. I got the big bag of garlic and just ground it up. That worked out. And then I have this. Onions. Someone told me to put a piece of bread in your bag because I think onions in your freezer make your whole freezer smell like onions. I know it does because I've done it. You can put them in a double bag. It still kind of smells. So someone said, one of my viewers said to put a piece of bread in there. Just like a piece of bread right here. Does it take on the smell? I guess. I put it inside here. It doesn't make the freezer smell like onions. So I don't know. Maybe you don't have that issue. I do, always have. I use the little glass jars that seem to be better, but even if I double bagged them, it seemed to smell. So that works really good. Okay, so I was thinking, can you see, it smells so much like garlic. I could probably reuse that as long as it wasn't anything bad. So this is in here. I'm just gonna bring this over here. We're gonna turn on salt and pepper and let that saute a little bit. Normally I don't add too many spices. I actually added garlic pepper, paprika, and like smoky like salt. I think it's smoky like salty or something. It's gonna be delicious. Okay, what else? We gotta get this thawed. Let's do I should lift some onions out for the ham. Let me chop the ham up here. While that is cooking over there, let's get that chopped up. I'll dice it in tiny pieces. I don't think I'll use it all for today, but I can use that for other things this week for sure. We'll make some more. We'll see how much we get. Next thing I'll get a nice surprise with the ham in her bowl today. Okay, so the ham chopped up. I'm like, as I'm cutting this, I'm like, this would probably be really good with like, my hair, I should get a hair tie, I'm so sorry. Mac and cheese or something this week, but I'll kind of see. I'll probably use half of it for the dinner and then the other half for something else. I just don't know what this week. So let me bring you over here. Let's do, this is just the soup. It's already pretty bright, right? Let's bring you right here. And just kind of saute that frozen, so it's gonna take a little bit of time. This pot right here is just hamburger meat. I'm gonna heat it up and then I'll put taco seasoning in it, real simple. This is gonna be for my ham skillet. I need to get more onions out that I just put away. Let me put those out. I was using up most of my celery and I was wondering if I have more celery in my refrigerator, and I do, so I'll probably be using that, freezing some of that as well. Okay, this is, let that keep cooking. Let me get over here some oil. So into my pot here, I'm gonna put some olive oil and put some onion in there and garlic and just let that saute. Okay, over here for my soup, this is pretty much sauteed, so I'm going to add in a can of diced tomatoes. Let's stir that around in there, and then I'm going to add, I had a little bit of leftover mixed vegetables. I'm going to open another bag as well. And I might even add a can. I have these lemon beans I need to use up, so I'm thinking I might even just pour those in there too. I gotta chop my cabbage up. Let me chop, I just pulled the outside of this cabbage off. This is something, I don't know how long ago I bought this. And I know the cutting board is moving underneath. I should put a towel under it, but I just don't. So I'm just gonna be real careful and chop this up real tiny. Usually I just add everything to this right now, but I'm gonna let that kind of cook and saute a little bit of the cabbage in there, and I'm gonna add lima beans. I know, it's one of those things that I've added, I'm gonna add salt and pepper too. I have added lentils to it, and that's fine too. That's a nice little addition to it, but I have these, they've been in my pantry, and I'm like, I need to put them in something, and it's not something like, oh, I have a recipe for this with lima beans, because we just wouldn't eat it. I would just eat them plain. I actually bought it, think we'd make like that little caviar, cowboy caviar dip, but just did not, so that's okay. Okay, let's go back over here. Let's make this right here. I gotta add my ham to it. Now this is all sauteed, and then we're gonna add a little bit of lemon juice and chicken bouillon and liquid like water and let it come to a boil for a little bit. It's delicious. Got more ham here. I'm just gonna put this in the refrigerator. We'll use that in something. Mac and cheese, something this week. Okay, so over here, so this is just pretty much down. I'm gonna do a little bit of tomato bouillon because this has chicken in it. Let's see how that flavoring is, and just add water. I'm gonna have to cover the soup. I'm gonna add my beans too. And then we'll just let this simmer for most of the day, and it will cook down. Okay, this is done. Going, and it'll just simmer. It'll be great. I like to let it simmer down, and it's delicious. I might do a little bit more. I'll have to taste the tomatoes, see how it tastes for flavor. The flavor is really good. I added a bunch of spices this time. I did the onions and sauteed them. I think brings out more of the flavor. I did the smoky and sweet flavor in there. So it's gonna be tasty. Okay, we'll let that do its thing here. This in the back is the hamburger and turkey mixture. It's pre-frozen. It's almost done. This will be my noodles for my ham skillet. So it's good. The only thing I do is make some rice up, and I'll get that out next. For the rice that we like to do, we just like plain old hard-boiled rice, and then I add some tomato. I'm gonna do 2 cups here. Tomato bouillon into it. When we would eat at the Mexican restaurants in North Carolina, that's how they would make their rice. So it was very good. Just gives a little bit of flavor. Everybody likes it. Perfect. Put this on a burner. Let it cook. How easy. Breakfast and lunch and dinner are done. Almost done. I do have one more package of this. I got this And I don't really use it for anything, but we did add it to our, someone told me to add it with chicken bouillon to the rice. So it just makes it, I think it's coriander that makes it real nice and orange. So that's perfect. That will cook away here. My meat mixture is pretty much a little bit still, a little bit frozen in the middle. What I'll do is add my taco seasoning to it. I have about 2 cups. I'll do about half a cup with some water. I love having my dinners done early because the time's gonna come to like Maxine. She's like, I smell. Did you get your ham on the floor? She's like, I did. I like getting done early so that my afternoon can be filled with school, kids running, all the things of life. Yes, I'm just waiting on the rice and the pasta. I'll just have to cut some lettuce up today, and I think we have cheese. Let me double check on the cheese situation. Let's just get the lettuce done now, and then we won't have to worry about anything else because we'll have the meat. I'll take the taco chips. We'll have lettuce, cheese, tortilla, and salsa and sour cream. Easy with the rice. This is Maxine's favorite little spot. She likes to sit right there. So she watched for those squirrels. It's kind of nice out. Nice where I'm not afraid of a lizard coming in. I say that and then we'll see one because it's pretty chilly. Let's just chop the lettuce over here. This is good because I've got my cheese done. So there'll be no more prep for dinner. I have to wash all my dishes in the sink. I have, let me show you the gross. Okay, anybody else, whenever, I don't know if it's just our home. I know it's not because it happened when I was growing up. Whenever you put a pan in the sink and you were soaking it, everybody's dish seems to go to that pan. Why? I'm like, don't they see it was soaking it? And like, don't put it in there because it's like extra greasy. So it seems like everybody, whenever I think I could tell kids, it doesn't matter. I know I could tell kids, I've told them. But it seems like everybody puts the dishes in and it's like extra greasy. So yesterday I put it up on the side of the sink so that it would be kind of separated. So they wouldn't think, oh, put my dish inside of it. So nobody did. So I had to laugh. I'm like, isn't that funny? Oh, look, I feel like I remember my mom doing that too. And like everybody putting their dishes in it. I probably put the dishes in it. I'm sure I did. So, just funny things in family. But I'm sure one day I'll miss. Or maybe not. I don't know if I'm going to chop all this because this is really weird. I know it's not aesthetic, but we can use that other lettuce for something else another day. I think I'll just go like this. Easy, right? It's all about using the same container. Normally people put it in a bag, right? And put it in the refrigerator. I might just do like that and just grab right from there. Otherwise, what I have, this is all you have to grab from. If it was for a party or something important, I wouldn't put it in the same container. So, all good. Dinner is going to be done. Lunch, I just have to add some Parmesan cheese to it. I'm going to let that sit till it gets closer to lunch. Let me wash these dishes up, set them in the dishwasher so I can put them away. Okay, the bag smelled too much like garlic, so I wasn't going to reuse it. This is good. So see, like my time in the kitchen is done, and that's a beautiful thing when you're busy and you've got a million things to do today, because otherwise it'd be like, oh, Tuesday, let's get food out. Makes it a little bit easier. So this gives me time to get moving. I gotta get orders packed up before I get out the door, so that's gonna take some time too. So let me just wipe the kitchen down real quick, and the rest of the chores are the kids, and they will take care of those. Maxine's right there. It feels amazing, doesn't it, Maxine? Just like love the sunshine. When you're working in the kitchen, you get hot. And we got a couple Christmas cards too. They fell down. I have to get better tape. This is from Martine, Ian, and my dog Ben. I love that. And then from Susan Unger. Thank you, Susan. So I'm going to put those up. We had them up. The kids use clear tape, so I got to use some masking tape. So let's wipe the counters down. Maxine's her mama. Look at. Are you loving that, Maxine? It's so nice though. Gorgeous day. Want to go outside? The sun is shining. There's a little breeze. The sun makes it better. So it's not so chilly. Without that sun, it'd be very cold. Amazing. It feels so good out here. Ah, nice after being in the kitchen. Okay, so now it's getting the school done. It's getting the kids moving and doing their thing. They're upstairs doing their thing right now. They'll come down because I'm all finished and we can figure out our next step of life today. But it's beautiful. I'd like to later today sit right there, even though it's got that chilly breeze. I feel like it'll be really nice to sit there when the sun does come out later at this area. So all good things. Okay, let's go back in. I'm gonna come outside here and I've got my green onions here. So I'm just gonna put those in the dirt here so they can come. It's not a lot of work. You just stick them in and they come up. Good enough. We don't have much rain, and so I feel like I need to put a little bit of water in there because it's pretty dry. So those will just go in, they'll start growing. They grew so well this summer. I was highly impressed with I don't have any gardening ability, but that grew really well. So, okay, I was just waiting on the rice, and then I'm gonna go upstairs and package up some orders. Sun is shining up here. So I got my packages all packed up, so I will take these and drop these off this afternoon when I drop Brooklyn for work. Okay, kids did the chores and we are gonna sit and get some school stuff done now. Okay, so we watched a video, we watched a drive-through history, and they had a whole Thanksgiving history, which was very good and interesting because there's a lot of stuff like in Christian history you don't really necessarily hear. It depends on who you hear it from, and so got to learn about the Pilgrim statue, and it was in Massachusetts. I thought that was a very interesting thing. I'm like, I've never even heard that in my entire life, and so very good. Learn some things, learn some traditions on things, and it's good. So they're ready for lunch. So I'm gonna add cheese to this, so it's easy. Put the cheese, it melts real slow, it's delicious. All right, made it out. So we were at home, we got our school stuff done. I was like, okay, trying to fly, get it done. And then I had the kids kind of set them on what they need to get done while I'm gone. I'm just running. I gotta drop some stuff off at the store here for Amazon returns and then go mail packages. I gotta go to the vet and get Maxine her flea medicine as well. So it's gonna be good. Let's go in and just return. I'll be right back. That was fast and done. So now there's nobody in there, nice and quiet. I like that. Let's go ahead to the post office. Okay, it's better to go to the veterinary clinic than the post office because it's further down. But this is the place that I took her last time. It was my first place here, and it was the first time bringing her to a vet here. And I'm like, oh, it has good reviews. And then I took her in there. Remember, they ripped her nail out. So all I could think of, I have to get her 6 more months supply of heartworm and flea medicine. I'm like, please don't tell me to bring my dog in because I don't think I can do that. So I was thankful just to get the script for her. I just have to get another one, and then definitely have to rethink where we take her or see what we even have to do the next time in her ear appointment. So I am gonna run in here and hopefully just get this and be done. Nice having just the thing just to give once a month and don't have to worry about anything. Okay, they're like so nice in there. I feel like I need to give them another chance. I know it wasn't good when they were cutting her nails. And we actually, we bought our own clippers and Greg cut her nails for me. So we did. She definitely does not like getting them done. And so he did one paw, and then like a couple days later he did the other paw, and then we waited and we did the other one, and she let him do it. So that's good, because I was like, I don't want to have to. She started biting her nails again, and I was like, I don't want to have to take her in. I know that you can give her like the medication to make her tired. I don't like to have to do that. Like we give her those, like it's almost like a gummy, like a melatonin basically. It like wipes her out. It really does. It helps her with the shaking. So I get why it's like good to do, but it's like she just like is like exhausted for like the next day. So I'm just like, I just hate to give it unless we need to. We did during the hurricane. I'm glad we did because, you know, we had the other dog in there, so that was extra stress. And, you know, the storm and on top of that. So, and thankfully we won't have any more until next year, but I was just like, or hopefully no more rainstorms. I think it's just summer. But I'm like, just don't like giving her that. So all I can think of is taking her to the vet. Yeah, if I have to go ahead and put her down, but not down, put her like, you know, mellow her out. But I was like, ugh. So we got some Greg's like, I can do this. And so he just did it. So at first she kind of like jolted a little bit when he was, and then when I was right there too, she's like, you know, because she wants her mommy. And so then at the next time I didn't do it, and he was in there with her, then she was fine. Like he gave her a treat and, you know, snuggled her up and she was fine. She sat right next to him. So I'm like, okay, so we're just doing it in stages. And so we just got him on Amazon, got some good clippers. He did the fronts, and so we're still got to do the backs, but she hasn't been biting on him yet. So he said as soon as she starts biting, we'll just get him again. So that's good. So anyways, all I just say, will I bring her back here again? I don't know. They are super nice. I think they did genuinely feel bad that they ripped her paw, like, you know, the nail out, but we'll see how it is. We'll see how it goes. So anyways, that's the vaccine update. So she's got her medication. She'll be set up to give her flea thing. I like having all in one, just easier, convenient, and good. So, okay, let's go run to the post office, which is right here as well. Kind of nice. I do like, even though we live in Florida, it's like we're still in smaller town area, and I like that a whole lot. It's like we lived in Zirconia. Zirconia didn't have North Carolina. They just had a few things. Parish has a lot more. We obviously have stores. We have 2 grocery stores. We have a bunch. So it's much bigger than our old town, but it's still way smaller than any other town here. Like I'm so thankful that we're in this town versus like one of the bigger towns, even though they're like right in the city and, you know, this and that. I'm like, it'd be crazy. It's, you know, it's traffic's bad enough with, you know, a million people here, but it's like, it would just be crazy every day. So I do really like having like, we're like the outskirts city. And so it's just a nice quieter town, which is good. So we did the parish vet. Now we're gonna go to the post office, and it's not as tiny as my old post office, but it's still smaller than the big giant one. So, okay, let's go do that. All right, post office to mail our packages. All right, got my packages out. Thank you for those of you that have ordered. So getting those out. And now I'm gonna go head home and see what we're gonna do. Kids, check on kids, see if they finished up their school stuff and their chores. Like dinner's done, so that's the beautiful thing. Now I have to, you know what I would love to do right now? Or a little bit, it's like the sit in the sun hour. Like from 1:30 to 2:15 is the sit in the sun hour is what I call it. From 1:30 to 3:30 used to be, or like 1 to 2, or 1 to 3 used to be like nap time back in the day when I had little kids. So I feel like 1:30 to 2:30 is like my sit in the sun time as an adult. So we're gonna see, let's go head home and see what we gotta do. Okay, so I think I'm checked kids. Everybody's kind of chilling, doing their thing right now. I'm gonna go sit out in the sun, give myself about 45 minutes, bring in some vitamin D. What a beautiful day. Beautiful sunshiny day outside. Got to sit outside, make a couple phone calls. That's always nice. Just sit out there in the sun, enjoying good fellowship. That's a good thing. So now it's getting later in the day. I am going to put my soup away here. Definitely cooled. Had a bowl. It's so delicious, very flavorful. If you don't have time and you just have to throw it all together, it's fine. But if you have the time, go the extra step and saute it and do all those little extra things to make it delicious. I'm gonna put it in little plastic containers, I think. Then that way I can just pull one out to eat, and then if I need to, I can freeze some too at the end of, I think I froze some cheesy broccoli soup last week. Well, eventually I have a bunch of soups in the freezer. So this is good, just a good day all around. I hope that your day is going well. Is it going good? It is going good. I've got Brooklyn's birthday this week too coming up. She's gonna be 18, and so I was just chatting with her about what she'd like to do and all those good things, because you get older and you're like, so we'll made some plans, gave myself some ideas, so I'm like, okay, gotta do a little bit of planning this week. So just good all around. So this will be nice to have soup for the next week here for sure. And you get it all in these containers, hopefully. Let's see. It's always like you have just a little bit extra and you're like, can I, I'll just shove it in there and then try to put those lids on, and then it will just, that's never good because it overflows everywhere. I think we'll just call it right there. Perfect. So these are just good. I liked the lids. These ones, see how they are inside. They do have ones that go over. They are just, these are so common now, and like so many different companies make these that it's really hard to find the right kind that I like. But this, I mean, it works. It definitely works. I just like the round ones a whole lot better. So, all good things. Let me close this. I went to grab the lunch. Oops, see that spilled out. It's gonna happen. I went to get the lunch and I'm like, what do I put it in for a container? So I just grabbed my ceramic square blue one that I can just cover it with some plastic wrap, because we will have this right here we'll have for tomorrow. It's definitely a winner. A lot of it went away. Even though it doesn't look like much is gone, it's definitely gone. So this will be good. Look at that. Oh, that's like a whole pan. Wow, I think I'm gonna have to do 2. Maybe we can shove it. I think we can shove it, couldn't we? Can we shove it? I think we can. I should have got the different plate. Wow. And then grab your plastic right here and put it over top. All right, so my day is coming to an end. You guys know how tacos made, right? You take your tortilla, you put your meat on it, you put your cheese on it, and lettuce. That's it. They want some salsa, sour cream, and have some rice. Easy, easy dinner for tonight. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. You have a fantastic rest of your day. Come back tomorrow. We'll do some stuff. I think we're gonna do some baking tomorrow. We'll see. It's on the list. So I'll see ya. All right, bye.